Welcome back to the Chit.com show, where we've got special guest Briana Brugh and the Chit crew.
That's right. We somehow got the LinkedIn Yapper herself.
The hamburger helper meme queen is in the building. Well, not really, because we don't own a building, but you get the point.
All right. Let's
Chit.
That was a good synchrony, boys. I like that.
We finally are getting it in sync.
All right, so Briana, first question, courtesy of the 2000 hit song, it is, who let the dogs out?
Oh, man. Look, I was just trying to get my Uber Eats order. It's not my fault.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
So you have dogs?
I think
Not now.
Not now? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
we're looking for them. They're missing. So if anyone has seen her dogs, please return them to her.
What if a commenter actually just like had her dogs? You know, that'd be pretty dope.
What's your dog breed of choice? Do you have a favorite dog, or are you not a dog person?
Yeah, we're definitely dog people. We're taking a break from pets right now, but usually husky mixes.
She killed all of her huskies. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. We had a Duke and a Duchess, and they're gone. Okay?
Oh, no.
They
Too
wanted
much
to live.
bacon bits. Too many
Yeah,
bacon.
they couldn't handle it, you know. They lived a good life, but they wanted to chase Uber drivers.
You
so
fed them hamburger helper, didn't you?
I'm not giving them the good stuff.
Okay.
What's the deal with Hamburger Helper?
Where do we start? Like 1994, 97, 2002, when it launched in 71?
She knows when
What's-
hamburger helper launched.
Oh,
my
I
God.
know it all. I'll give you a history drop right now.
She's the
'Cause it
Wikipedia for
actually-
hamburger helper.
I did. Hey, if I'm out there blasting them, I got to know my history. I'm a history nerd as well. They launched in 1971 as a way to help, you know, the stereotypical moms stay out of the kitchen and spend less time cooking meals when beef costs were rising and the unemployment rate was skyrocketing. Sounds a lot like 2025. So
That is noble AF.
I think we could all find comfort in something that's less than $3 a box.
Daniel, Eric, have you guys ever had hamburger helper? I've never in my life had hamburger helper.
You grew up privileged.
I think I've had it, back in the day, but not for a long time.
I ate a lot in college, admittedly.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, you were target audience in
Yeah.
college.
Exactly.
I grew up with a single mom who was raising 3 feral daughters, and that was a budget meal for us. And back in March, I was watching TikTok late at night, like doom scrolling like one normally does.
Yeah.
And I had seen a TikTok about making it from scratch, and I was like, I haven't thought about that brand in like 15 years. And I decided to actually make it from scratch. And then the next day I was like, I want to talk about all the success that I'm having in marketing, but I was like, how do I make this funny? And in the middle of it, I just stuck a line that said, do you really want to hear about this? Or do you want to hear about how I made hamburger helper from scratch last night? And that one line changed the entire trajectory. It started all of this. And I got so many DMs and connection requests that night. I was like, all right, looks like we're making hamburger helper content.
Yeah, and Eagle Foods actually sent her a swag box.
Yeah, well, first they put me in the hamburger helper community, which is
There's a community?
really, yeah, there's not a lot going on. It's just me. I just keep
You're just
submitting
beating the
like,
drum real loud.
it's a platform that you have to log into, and they have like all their like community stuff, and you could submit like posts and stuff. So I'm just over there writing the most insane stories, just sending them to whoever's approving them on the other side. I'm like, I'm just going to make myself laugh here. So it's kind of fun being over there, but they did send me a PR box. The first one was not hamburger helper. It was their pasta roni or something.
They're trying to convert you.
No, thank you. It's in the parent company portfolio, whatever, but no. And I immediately sent them an email, and I was like, hey guys,
I am
Here's the hamburger helper.
displeased.
You guys asked me what my favorite flavor was. This is not. I don't see Lefty anywhere. Okay.
Just sent you a
and
bunch of expired boxes of pastaroni. They're like, this
No,
is
they
gonna.
were
We're gonna
like,
throw this out
"Are you
anyways.
sure? Can you send us a photo?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a whole case of the
I
wrong
love that they're
thing."
gaslighting you. You're like their biggest fan in the
Yeah.
world, and then they're gaslighting you.
Like it was like I was lying about a $15
About a swag
case
box.
of. I'm just like, guys.
My question is, did they include the hamburger in the box?
Lefty.
No, those were eBay purchases.
Oh, okay.
Like Eagle Family Foods has not developed any merch yet. That is the fun fact. So when I started making some of that content, I was like, okay, what's out there that I could buy to incorporate? And I went to eBay because Eagle Family Foods just bought them last year from General Mills for like a little over 600
That's
million.
what I thought, that it was General Mills, because like I remember passing it in the grocery store, but I thought it was General Mills. But they're like, they do everything. So
yeah, they had a huge portfolio. They sold it. I think, in hindsight, no one could have predicted this trend or this happening. They're clearly not prepared or not ready. They have
they don't even have a marketing team. You're their marketing team.
They have one person over there, and I still, because it's such a big organization, I still have not been able to meet her. I've gone through 4 or 5 of the customer support people. Like HR was the person who reached out to me, and I was like, I'm either getting a cease and desist or they're gonna send me something. It still scares me a little bit when I see HR from their team on my account all the time, because I'm like, am I pushing the limit? Do they like this? Do they hate it? I'm like, well, either
That's what
way,
Briana does on LinkedIn. She stalks whoever looks at her profile, and then she'll put them on blast. She'll be like, somebody at Eagle Family Foods viewed your profile, and she's like, look at that.
Started doing that, and people were like, I love this so much. And I was like, okay, so it's a whole content series. So, and it's also to show people, like, you never know, because this is the only platform where you can see who's viewing your profile.
Yeah, you can't see on TikTok.
I like showing people that it doesn't matter what your follower count is. Like, you truly never know whose radar you're on. Like, I've had so many random, like, high profile views. A couple of people from Disney, someone from Dollywood, someone from the Cincinnati Bengals, which
Joe
was
Burrow.
so random. That's what I posted. I was like, this is Joe Burrow. I'm just gonna gaslight their whole team.
Joe Burrow reached out to Rob Gronkowski, and said, because Gronk was like, I want to play for the Bengals. And Joe Burrow texted him the same day after, when that podcast came out. And he goes, yo, this is Joe Burrow, come play for the Bengals. And Gronkowski's like, that's not Joe Burrow. He wouldn't text.
I love Gronkowski. I don't know. I don't follow sports too much, but I know who the high profile ones are. But that one like made me laugh. There's been so many random ones, and I'm like, okay, this is again like when I need filler content. It's such a good content series that people love.
Yeah.
So, and now my entire community is trying to bully Eagle Family Foods into sponsoring me, so I don't even have to tag them anymore.
I thought you were kidding at first when you like started posting about Hamburger Helper. I thought you were just making like a meme, but the fact that you're like such a feral fan of it.
Like I have so much Hamburger Helper stuff in our house now. I talked to Nick Power early on with some of this, and I was sending him some of my like content ideas, and I was like, is this funny? And he's like, this is the funniest stuff I've ever seen. Like, you're so committed to this. And I'm like, you either got to be in it or out. Okay.
That's the best part.
I'm in it for the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is now, like, the whole Hamburger Helper series has become a case study for me to use in marketing. Not just for myself, but like professionally to show people. And I developed my own like dashboard. It's really just Google Sheets, but I have plugged in all of the Hamburger Helper posts. I've created my own formula, and I've been able to say that I know I've generated over $10,000 in earned media for Hamburger Helper that they would have had to spend to get the like analytics that I have been
well, it's
able
probably
to
more
provide.
than that.
Oh, at this point, yeah. Like I'm not even a third of the way done.
Yeah.
With that, because I'm having to pull, like, this is the one thing that I hate about LinkedIn is like going to dig in your analytics is like super hard. I have to manually go and pull every single post.
Especially because we're never going to pay for premium.
I never.
Never, ever, ever.
Microsoft is not getting a dime from me.
Yeah, I don't like Microsoft.
I mean,
LinkedIn keeps prompting me to restart premium because I did like the free trial, and I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, you sucker.
Yeah, there's a couple of people that I talk to on a regular basis, and they have premium, and I'm just like,
yeah, it makes
I'm
me
not
kind of
paying.
disrespect you if you have premium.
I'm not paying a social media platform to gaslight me even more. No, thank you.
That's funny.
All right, so
Well, I
who
think
does
we
number
need to
2 work
adjust.
for?
Dude wipes, of course.
Ah, that's a good one. The chit.com show meets Dude Wipes.
I'm going off
They're
the
the
script because Max keeps putting a script on here and telling me which questions to ask. But I'm going off the script, and I'm going to address the elephant in the room. I want to know, one, why Daniel is flying an aircraft right now with his headset. And two, I want to know why you have Nicolas Cage in various poses behind you.
Oh my God, I didn't notice that.
I'll let,
So for all our
the
listeners,
pilot go
she's
first.
got, yeah, Daniel's got like a giant pilot's headset on right now.
All the better to hear you with, my dear.
Good answer.
He can hear everything. He can hear our listeners right now typing their comments.
I hear Max in the other room too.
I'm in the other room. Yeah.
Wait, are you in at Max's? No,
Yeah,
you're not at Max's.
he's in my guest room right now.
Is he really? Oh, I didn't know you were in town. You're gaslighting
Why
me.
would he let you know?
I don't know.
Ooh.
Anyways, for all our thousands and millions of listeners out there, you should watch us on YouTube because you get to see our beautiful faces. And Brianna's got a bunch of Nicolas Cage behind her. So what's the deal with that?
It's a love affair. That's the answer.
This is real. It is a backdrop.
I was about to say, is that a filter or is that a real thing?
No, it's real. A couple years ago, like, I have been with my husband for 14 years now, and it has been
Nicolas
a running
Cage?
joke. No. Not yet. Since the first year, it has been a running joke that every year for a birthday or Christmas, he or someone in his family gifts me something Nicolas Cage. Like, I'm not kidding when I say I've got probably over 100 items of the most random. This is not the craziest thing in my house that I own. I have Nicolas Cage prayer candles. I have stamps. I've got multiple cardboard cutouts. Like, it is crazy, but this was one item that he gifted me a couple of years ago from Redbubble because I was saying that I needed a backdrop for when I'm doing like Zoom calls and stuff. And this was like during the pandemic, and I was like, I'm so bored of these.
Don't let anybody
like,
know that you're a little cray cray.
I mean, you show up with this, and you're like, yeah, the personality is here. And I just remember it made people giggle so much. So this is like what I stick to now. This is like my signature backdrop, unless I'm using Zoom, which still has a Nicolas Cage custom backdrop on that.
Nice.
It is my absolute favorite.
What is the craziest Nicolas Cage item that you own or that you've been gifted?
Probably the wood stamp with his face on it from Face Off.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, it is a rubber stamp, and that is what went out on our wedding invitations.
Oh my God.
Yes.
What? It was on the envelopes.
Did you send one to Nick?
Of course I did.
Oh, okay. Did he respond?
But I thought your LinkedIn profile says that Nic Cage went to your wedding. You liar.
Read the story.
You had a cardboard cutout of him. I know. Okay.
It was iconic. I have wedding photos. We got married at the location. It's called Mountain Lake Lodge, where they filmed Dirty Dancing. And my husband had gifted me the cardboard cutout, like the Christmas before our wedding. And we decided to put it up in the barn. And when the staff came in the next day, one of the girls like had like a mini heart attack because she, for a split second, thought he was standing there in the flesh.
That's something he would do, though. I feel like Nic Cage would do that.
Like 100%. And he's done some like really, like he showed up to like fan events, like really random times. But he ended up getting passed around the wedding. Like I have photos of him like everywhere, like being like danced with guests on the floor, like being passed around at like the dinner tables and stuff. And I had to pitch a beverage company to this lodge like a year after we had got married, and I get on the phone with the I forget, like he was like the food and beverage manager for this place, and he was like, wait, is this the woman who had Nic Cage here at her wedding? And I was like, yeah. He was like, okay, whatever you want, give me a contract, I'm signing it. He was like, you're literally so iconic here. So that is like one of my favorite stories to just say, yeah, we had him at our wedding. I have posted about him so much that I have people that send me their stories about meeting him in Vegas. Someone ran into him a few weeks ago, and it was Dan Levy, and he sends me a message, and he's like, you're never going to guess who I just saw. And I knew he was in Vegas, and I was like, did you give him my phone number? Where is a photo? Because I know Nick lives there, of course. And so I have some friends out there that are definitely keeping their eyes open for when they run into him. And
Brianna's been emailing Nic Cage's agent and saying, yo, what up with it?
I really did that. I have receipts. I can't post them because it does have their email information, but I decided to really just have fun. It was like, again, I'm going to entertain myself out here on the internet. And I sent all of my Nicolas Cage articles to he's got 3 agents. He's signed by WME, which is like one of the largest agencies in the United States, and his publicist. So again, I'm gonna keep responding until I get blocked.
Keep fangirling until it happens.
Well, we actually have a surprise for you.
We do.
Nick, come on over.
Nick,
come on in, buddy. What if we had Nick? I did hear that he
probably
is,
for the first time.
I did hear that he is one of our subscribers, so maybe he'll finally reach out to you.
Yeah, he is. I get notifications of each new subscriber, and one of them says the real Nic Cage.
Amazing.
The real Nic Cage.
I'm getting pretty close with Bill Yost, so he's like the stand-in right now.
Yeah, he's a double for Nic Cage.
Yeah, I am sending them a dummy script for Con Air 2 that I wrote as, again, like entertaining myself. I'm like, I just want them to respond back with something funny, but it's still like just having that story of like, you had the courage to actually email his agents. And I'm like, why not? That is something that if you know him and you've read like his insane interviews, he would love that.
Yeah, he made a movie about that, about insane fandom, and a complete fan service movie.
I know, like, for The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, when that movie, before it even came out, I got messages from friends on Twitter who were like, I think this movie was made specifically for you.
It probably was. That is their response. They're not going to respond any other way other than making a freaking movie.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if we get Con Air 2 in a few years, you know where it came from.
The least they can do is give you a part, right?
I already said that. Yeah, she needs a part.
With an autographed photo, a ride in Eleanor. I mean, I'll take one of the two.
Can you
What's
imagine
Eleanor?
Brianna
I don't know about.
Though? She'd be just staring at Nic Cage the whole time, like.
100%. It would be like that, the real life meme with him and Pedro Pascal, where he's just staring at me like, who is this person? Why am I here? And I'm just like, Eleanor is the car, the famous car that he drove in Gone in 60 Seconds.
What do you like better? Having sex or
Okay.
stealing cars.
Stealing cars.
I went out on a date with this cop, and I did that whole what do you like? I said I love stealing cars, and she like looks at me so straight faced, like, and I'm doing like deadpan, like I'm like I love stealing cars. I stole Eleanor the other day, the '67 Shelby Fastback, and she's like essentially writing this down in her head, like yeah, and
Red flags.
she does not respond to my follow up text for a second date.
See, that's
You
how you know,
instead
like,
get a
if they
ticket
don't
in the
know
mail.
that.
Yeah, if she
Yeah.
didn't know that, yeah, that's I bullet dodged, Cops are weird.
Yeah, my firstborn was a boy, and his middle name is Rains, after
Ah,
Mrs.
Reigns.
Rains.
I love that when that black guy, what's his name, goes Reigns.
Yeah, and I tricked my sister into letting me name their secondborn. His first name is Cameron, after Cameron Poe.
Nice.
So we were able to, well, I was able to squeeze some names in as well.
I love it. I love it. I heard that you have written an ebook. Tell us about that. What's it called? What's it about?
Yeah, it is called Why I Started Yapping and Why You Need to. When I started growing, just started posting in March, I started hosting coffee chats with people. And when I first started them, I had zero expectations or goals or an agenda or anything. I just wanted to network and find other cool people. But so many people were coming to me for advice because they liked what I was posting and what I was doing. And they were like, well, how are you doing this? Like, I don't know how to get started. How do I figure out what I want to do? And I would give advice of just be you. And so many people were like, I don't know how to be me. Like, how do I shut off that corporate voice and just be myself? And I would show them walk them through my dashboards and show them what your metrics are going to look like and what you should really focus on right now. And probably 2 months after that, I had gone through so many calls where I was like, these people genuinely do need help. They need a resource. And I didn't want to put something out that was $100 or a course or anything at all that was going to break the bank for somebody. And I wrote an ebook that just shows people what I did in the first 90 days to grow from, I had less than 2,000 followers in March to when I published it, I had hit over 5,000 already. So it was 1,000 followers a month. But I put every tool, screenshots of all of my analytics, every tip or trick or hack that I was using in the book to grow and build my community. And then I added a whole ton of additional resources that because that was the follow-up of well, I don't know how to use Canva, or I don't know how to use ChatGPT, or I don't know how to use any of these platforms that I'm as a marketer so used to using. And so I put out an additional resource book to go with it that tells them this is literally every tool that I use for all of my content, and dropped it for people. And it's doing great. It's become a really good resource for people because I can't be everywhere and there's only so many coffee chats I can take in a week. But I'm super proud of it. I've always wanted to be a writer since I was a kid, and I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to that dream now.
Yeah, let's apply that to a current event. How would you, if you were the marketing director for Cracker Barrel, what would you put out there right now? What would your strategy be, your short-term strategy?
An apology.
Yeah.
For one, for being so jarring and triggering to the entire world. This is something that was so iconic. I've seen, this has even made it to small town drama, community pages that I'm watching. Moms have debates about why this is so bad. And the food already tastes different and the stores have lost everything. It's there are certain things that don't need a rebrand or a refresh. That was one. They lost over $140 million. So I would start with a company-wide apology whoever's running it. I would do a ton of video content
Yeah.
And I would really
TikToks,
focus
yeah.
on some really good marketing campaigns right now that are really like targeting the families again,
They need to
because
start
this is
yapping
just a,
because like they're not yapping is the
yeah.
problem. They're
I
just
would
letting
like
silence take the
throw that campaign under the bus.
yeah.
I would just make so many jokes about it. Like,
Yeah, you got to make
our
fun of yourself.
bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like we let an intern take over for a week. Sorry, guys. Like,
Sorry.
sorry. Like, I don't know. There's just so many. I think humor is the only real way out of it.
I think it is. They got to
Because
be like
again,
Wendy's Twitter from like 2010.
Wendy's on Threads right now. Have you seen them? Like, they haven't left. They're still the same unhinged account.
Still
like,
throwing heat.
Yeah, still throwing people under the bus. They don't care, and I think that would be probably their best case scenario, is just making fun of it like everybody else did and being like, our bad.
Yeah, because
guys,
it's so
that was
sterile and so
terrible.
corporatized, you know? Like it's easy to make fun of.
Like, this is one of the oldest, like, most traditional Southern brands, I think, in existence.
Yeah, it really
And
is.
it was just like, guys, who approved this?
You don't see Waffle House changing things up. Waffle House is just Waffle House.
Like, they're throwing hands and pans. They're never going to change that.
You're not changing. Nah, you get into a fight.
Cracker Barrel, like, you changed every part of who you were and like what you were known for. Like, where was your market research behind this? Like, where was the focus group that you sent this through? Like, who was the audience here?
They should have asked
Was
me.
it the
I took a
sad
client to
beige
Cracker Barrel.
moms?
I did a lawyer meeting at Cracker Barrel one time. Like I'm their target audience.
Look, I live 10 minutes from a Cracker Barrel for a reason, okay?
Yeah.
Their chicken and dumplings have never failed me, but this rebranded.
Yeah, it did.
This is the one thing that I was like, I feel like as a country, this is the first time we've been united in a really long time.
The Democrats and the Republicans are united
over Cracker Barrel. It was just,
it's the one thing that could bring us all together.
maybe they say it worked.
Them.
I brought everybody together. It worked.
You lost $140 million in a day. I don't think it would work too great.
Hey, sometimes the memes take precedence over the money.
Yeah, well,
I didn't even know Cracker Barrel was worth that much.
They lost $250 million, actually.
See, that is a much higher number. Like, I've heard at first it was 100. Yeah, I heard 140
it was 100 for a while,
yesterday.
And then 250.
Like, that's a number that cannot be ignored. That's more than like a dip. That is you guys have crashed. And it's going to be bad for a while.
Got to sell more hotcakes.
Would you feel differently if their new menu had a hamburger helper item on it?
Actually, would not be okay with that. Like, again, like, it's one place. Like, I mean, if Waffle House had hamburger helper, I'm going there for that.
Yeah.
Like, you got to know your place. You got to know where it's supposed to be at. I don't want to go in grandma's kitchen and have her cooking hamburger helper.
What if grandma's like me and can't cook?
Cooked by someone who's been through some stuff, okay? Someone who's got some generational trauma going on.
They do.
Again,
the cooks at Cracker Barrel have generational trauma for real.
Maybe they should be the Only Pans campaign. Only Pans throwing hands. Waffle House.
There's a girl on TikTok that does Only Pans. She's hilarious.
I'm gonna have to go look at this now. I don't know. It came up a couple months ago because of obviously hamburger helper content. Yeah. With a joke of like, would you make content on OnlyPans? And I was like, absolutely. It's just me screaming at you the whole time while I'm cooking hamburger helper. But
it's what you normally do.
I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, most of the time. People ask me all the time, like, are you this funny all the time? And I'm like, have you ever gone through real shit in your life? Like, have you ever really been through some horrible stuff? I'm like, crack jokes.
That's so true. The funniest people have been through some shit.
Yeah. Some chit, you mean?
Chit. Yeah, chit. Sorry about that. Mispronounced.
Yeah. Gosh, come on. Well, is it time for our sponsor message really quick?
Yeah.
All right, let's do our cue the music for sponsor message. We're thinking about adding in some music cues to make things a little razzle dazzle. All right, go ahead, Mr. Sultry Voice, Max
The
Langley.
summer's hottest hit is sponsored by the YapperGazette.com, where one woman is spreading her fever dream one meme post at a time. If you're just a listener and not a yapper, buy the ebook for $19.99. You'll be glad you did. It's not a real book, it's an ebook. And $19.99 is less than $20, meaning it's not real money, it's just Chitcoin.
Beautiful. Where can you buy your book? Is that the real website, the YapperGazette.com?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't
Yeah.
It's a
sure
real
because sometimes
sponsor. It's our real sponsor. Come on.
sometimes we do fake sponsors. I mean, very real sponsors on this show. So, okay. So, yeah, there you go. The YapperGazette.com. Check it out.
Good luck spelling
Yeah.
Gazette. I can't even spell that, and I won the spelling bee.
It started as a newsletter because people on LinkedIn were loving my content. Were like, I want to see more from you. You should start a newsletter. And I was like, I don't want to do the traditional what everybody else is doing right now. So I started almost doing like blogs as my newsletter. If you subscribe, that's what they are. And I was like, okay, well, where do I go from here? And I've always wanted to have my own media hub. And I was like, okay, just turn your newsletter into your website.
Yeah, I've read your blogs. They're quite unhinged.
Yeah.
The Nicolas Cage Superman movie that never happened and why I'm still not over it. 5 things you can learn about influencer marketing from the Salem witch trials. 9 historical figures who would crush it as influencers today. Oh my god.
That's a good one. That's a good article. Good read.
Thanks. Yeah,
Good shit.
these are the thoughts that I have. I'm like, okay, how can I make marketing fun?
No, for
And it's
real though.
thoughts like that.
My cousin is in marketing. Shout out to Dawn. She markets for lawyers, and she doesn't have like too much of a fun card. And I'm like, you just need to, put a little bit of a fun twist on it. Like you guys are, an established, really good law firm, but you wanna go out there and just kind of show your humanity too.
Yeah, there's some really funny lawyers that I follow on TikTok. I don't know if you've ever seen the guy. His name's Kev, and he's always got like the flashiest suits, and he's a lawyer, and his hands are like loaded with rings, and it's like, when he's showing up, you're winning the case. But his TikTok team, he's got like 2 young Gen Zers, and they make the funniest content, and none of it is around like traditional style content. It's almost like the lawyer version of like the Nutter Butter account.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that, gone down that rabbit hole. That's a fun one.
I was going to bring that up.
Just,
Speaking of unhinged, the Nutter Butter, yeah, that one's probably
they're
the
one of
most
my favorites.
unhinged I've seen.
Them and the Sour Patch Kids, they're the funniest brand accounts
I
out
love
there right
Sour
now.
Patch Kids.
Like their beef with Oreo might be the funniest social media beef I've ever seen between 2 brands.
I need to look that up. Max is a Sour Patch Kid. That's why he likes it so much.
I am. Yeah. All right. Are we going to do some Nic Cage movies? Like, we need to hop into this.
Yeah.
All right. Time for the nostalgia draft. So we're bringing this back. We're doing Nic Cage movies this time, Turbo Edition. So round 1, it's going to be Briana.
Con Air.
Oh, great pick. You stole my first number 1 pick. Oh, that was a great idea.
I'm going to go National Treasure.
Oh, okay. You guys are taking all the good ones. All right, Daniel, what are you going?
Man. I'm going to go with Willy's Wonderland.
What? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a
good... Oh my god.
The best part of it is that he doesn't say a line in the entire movie. It's all just his acting, but he kills it. So, great movie.
Think of like a silent Five Nights at Freddy's with Nic Cage.
Yep. Very funny.
Interesting.
All right. I'm going to go the one that Briana brought up already. I'm going to go Gone in 60 Seconds. And then I get to go again.
Choice.
I get to go again. So my next round pick is going to be Lord of War.
Took mine.
I love that one. I've rewatched that movie quite a few times.
My turn? Yeah. My next pick is going to be a little bit of an unhinged one. It's Mandy.
That's
I've
a good
never even
one.
heard of that. What?
Yeah, it's a
There's
good,
so
it's
many
a good revenge
movies.
flick. Yeah.
He's done so many movies. Like I looked up his discography, and it was crazy how many movies he's been in.
He's a
Mhm.
rapper?
Yeah, he makes music now.
You know what I mean? His what is it? What? Yeah, whatever.
Filmography, bro.
Filmography.
How do you not know
Filmography.
words?
What
You're
are
on a,
words?
You're on a show about words.
I don't know words. I'm just Shane Gillis.
Do you know tires?
I do know tires. All right, my pick. I don't really know a ton of Nic Cage movies. Behind, I'm
That's
gonna write all
tragic.
these down and watch them all. But I'm gonna go Ghost Rider.
Good pick.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, whose turn is it now? I think it's Brianna's. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
You
a
get to
little
go
movie
twice.
called Trapped in Paradise.
Okay.
It's such an underrated one. It's with him and Dana Carvey and John Lovitz.
Of Dana
It's great.
Carvey on John
Yeah, it's so
Lovitz.
good.
What is it
Mhm.
called again?
Trapped in Paradise.
Trapped in Paradise. I need to watch that.
Yeah, it's a good like holiday movie. Face Off.
I was saving that one. Whose turn is it? Eric.
Sorry.
Oh,
Wait.
Shane
It's me.
Gillis.
Round
Yeah,
3.
we're round 3.
Sorry. Raising Arizona.
A good pick.
I'm gonna choose Color Out of Space.
What the heck? You have all these ones I've never seen before. You need to put them on the old Plex so we can watch some of these.
A lot of these are on Plex, but there are some I
Oh.
definitely need to add for sure.
I'm going to go one of my favorite movies of all time here, Matchstick Men.
Good one, good one.
Eric is Googling some movies.
I'm Googling. Click.
Oh, it's my turn again.
Yeah, you're up again.
I want to go, let me see, Next.
Next is on my list too. That's a good one.
That's a cool concept.
Yeah. My pick, next one is Pig.
Pig. Man, that movie was so
Oink.
weird.
It was
Yeah.
weird but good. Oh, so good.
I have not seen most of these movies.
Wait, that's not the
I'm
movie
gonna go.
where like everybody dreams of him, is it?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
That's Dream Scenario. Pig is the
Oh.
one where he's like a chef.
He's a pig.
And he's a hermit chef, and he has like a pig that searches for truffles that get stolen.
Oh, okay. I saw the other one. I haven't seen Pig. All right, Eric, what you got?
Pig. I've got The Croods, the animated movie.
All right,
Respect. I
Brianna.
love the Croods. Renfield.
Redfield. All right.
Renfield.
Renfield.
And then everybody does
Yeah.
our tradition is to do 2 honorable mentions. So do 2 honorable mentions. You can dig deep in the bag if you need to.
I'm gonna
Go ahead
say
first. Yeah.
Snake Eyes.
Okay, nice.
And one of my favorites is The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yeah, that was gonna be one of mine too. I'm gonna say Kick-Ass, and even though he wasn't really a main character, he kind of was, but still a good movie. And then just for the memes alone, I'm gonna say The Wicker Man.
Nice.
These.
The Bees.
I'm gonna go Wind Talkers and Incredible Weight of Massive Talent. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I've only seen clips from that. I admit I've not seen the
Oh
whole
my
movie.
god.
You need to watch that.
I think that's one of his greatest movies of all time.
All right, Eric, what
I
do
don't
you
have
got?
I don't have many. I'm just going National Treasure 2. I don't know. I'm out of Nic Cage movies.
There's
All
another
right.
one you could watch. It Could Happen to You.
Okay. Check that out.
That's a cheesy like rom-com.
My wife would love that.
Daniel and I are filming a rom-com tomorrow.
Yes, we
Amazing.
are.
What's it about?
It's a love letter to violence and testosterone.
Yeah.
Sounds like
2
2025.
bros.
2 bros. Just hanging out.
Two bros gaming.
Just
Just
gaming.
falling in love.
Falling in love.
You're both single. Why not get together? You know, that's what our viewers want. I've seen it all in the comments. They're like, Max and Daniel would be perfect for each other. No, all of the ladies would be so sad for Danny getting off the market. That's like when one of our only comments is someone commented on how good looking Danny was.
I mean, start using LinkedIn like some of these people are. Use it like it's a dating platform.
Right?
From some of the DMs that I'm seeing people send.
LinkedIn after dark.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
weird
LinkedIn
LinkedIn.
after dark.
Yeah.
Have you gotten DMs on LinkedIn? Like dating ones?
Not me.
Okay.
Because I always am very loud about the fact that I am married and my husband can fight. So,
Oh, there you go.
but I have some friends who are single and they get some very weird pitches in their DMs.
On LinkedIn?
Yes.
That's
I
crazy.
don't want to like share their stories, but they're, yeah.
I've gotten
It
pissed in my
definitely
LinkedIn DMs.
exists.
It's happened, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, I think for some people out there, like if they have really big accounts, like a couple of my friends, they don't care if you say that you're married or not. Like they're just a bunch of thirsty people in their DMs trying to get them to go meet in person and have like one-on-ones. And it's just like, this is not Tinder.
The whole DMing culture in general, I guess I'm just an old boomer, but I don't get it. I don't get the whole sliding into your DMs. I mean, I guess it works for some people, but I
Never
just
get DMs. Never.
I don't get it. That's a lie.
I get the funniest DMs on LinkedIn and I am 100% sure.
Yeah, on Brianna's other podcast, she reads the funniest DMs that she gets, and there's some pretty funny ones. So I'm gonna help fuel that. I'm gonna send her some ones that look like just goofy
I am starting this series like every Sunday where I'm going to recap the funniest DMs that get sent to me during the week. I've had people send me voice notes so many times and they're always like a jump scare. But I've had someone send me a voice note of them reading Dr. Seuss with a New York smoker accent. I've had like just random conversations that people are just like, I think you need this content. I've had people send me voice notes. I had a doctor tell me he could tell that I didn't use AI to write my stuff. And I was like, I don't know if I should be offended or proud. But then he was like, I want to start marketing myself like you do. And I was like, please don't. You have like a board of directors. Like you're saving literal lives.
Yeah, you can't
I've
be a
gotten a
sparrow.
DM. Yeah, I'm like, please don't follow in my footsteps. Like, I'm just like trying to be funny and make the world laugh. I'm not saving anyone's lives, and I can't be sued for this kind of stuff. You can. You can be held liable by your board. I've gotten DMs. Nic Gulick, he's in Australia. He's really funny. He has sent me videos of kangaroos fighting in his mom's front yard. I'm like, I am truly convinced that I do get the funniest DMs, and it's because I really spend more time in my own DMs than I do in my feed. Because I like the one-on-one conversations. If I get a ton of comments on my stuff, like it's a little more overwhelming for me. I really do like building like the genuine connections in the DMs.
Yeah,
As
I
long as they're
got
funny.
1,500 comments this week on my posts, and it was overwhelming because I usually try to
Yeah.
respond to everything, but it was way too much.
You can't.
Gotta
It will
buckle
drive
down.
you crazy.
1,500,
can't,
you better
like, you
get started.
I mean, you could have had 3,000 if you responded back to every single one.
It would have
but
been 3,000 if I responded. Yeah.
yeah, that's the number one thing that I say to people that are growing. Don't try to focus on responding to every single thing. You respond to what you can.
Yeah,
Don't
respond to the
like,
funny ones.
just-
That's what I do.
Yeah, like just respond also to just the ones you can get to. People are going to continue to show up and support you. Don't try to respond to every single DM. There are a lot that I've never responded to, especially if it's like a pitch slap or
There's so many pitch
It's-
slaps. I get pitch slapped 15 times a day. I hate it.
I send really stupid stuff back to pitch slaps, so I don't get them as much. Like
That's what I should do.
some
Yeah.
guy slid in my DMs the other day and was like, I can build a website for you. And I was like, you haven't done your research. But I was just like, it was like, it's $500. I can do all this stuff. And it was like, will Nicolas Cage notice it? And he was just like, I don't know, but it'll be a great website. And I was like, dude, I already have a website. Like, you did not do your homework before you pitch slapped me. But I just choose, again, sometimes if it's a pitch slap and I have time, I'll respond with something stupid. I will say the funnier the DM, the more likely I'm going to respond to it. And that's what I tell people when they DM other people. Like, just be funny. That's how you're going to get noticed. That's how you're going to build real connections with people and make it feel like you've known them forever versus just trying to send somebody a really awkward DM. It's like,
I do
just
a
rip
lot
the
of
Band-Aid
awkward
off, say something
DMs,
stupid.
a lot of awk.
Yeah, Max, you know, that's his middle name anyways. Going viral is, I mean, I haven't done it, but it's kind of wild. My wife went somewhat viral on TikTok, and people just like, a lot of people in the comments, you know, like, don't get the source content, and I think that's really what helps you get viral is if you say something wrong in your post, people love to correct you.
Yeah, I know. That's what I
Like
did.
Max,
Yeah, say something
Max
wrong.
did that on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Which is so sad.
I said if you save a penny a day for a year, you'll have $36,500.
Oh, the math wizards
I
came out
proceeded
of
to
the
get over
woodwork.
1,000 comments on that one post that all said, "You're so stupid." And I'm like, you don't see that I'm obviously
It's the
trolling?
point that sometimes it goes over their head, and that's the post that I really laugh at.
Yeah.
I haven't had too many scenarios like that, but I keep my content is really all like, it's just either a joke or a story. I built a viral community 10 years ago. It's like coming full circle for me, and I'm going to be talking about this more soon. But in 6 months, I built it up during Twitter's heyday, and it was like 0 to 20,000 in 6 months. But I didn't know how to like market or monetize, or I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And I got taken advantage of by brands, dealt with like, you know, just being overwhelmed by the amount of engagement that you get. And that's when I fell into marketing. This app picked me up and they were like, can you be our director of social? I was like, sure. I don't have a clue what I'm doing, but
Oh, I thought you were in marketing the whole time. I didn't know that you picked it up kind of later stage career somewhat.
Yeah, I was in school. I just moved to LA. I was trying to take a break because I was originally doing like medical billing and coding stuff. And I was like, I'm going to like pull my hair out if this is my life. I can't do this. Like, I'm just too creative. And I was really bored, and I started posting on Twitter similar to what I'm doing now. And I just had no idea where to go after that. And I started working for the dark side, which is what I call working for brands. And that's when my marketing career started 10 years ago. And now I'm on LinkedIn.
Now you're in
10
Raleigh,
years later,
North
and
Carolina,
I'm building
right?
a community. Yeah.
LA to Raleigh. Raleigh is cool. My grandpa used to go there all the time. He would be like, I'm going to Raleigh. See you later.
It's really nice. I mean, I grew up in North Carolina. We just lived in California for so long that the fires were getting too close to us, and I was just like, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. I was in LA
Like,
when those
Yeah,
fires
that's
first
scary.
started. The ones in, what was it, like March or whatever?
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
we
You were in
were
LA?
Yeah, I was on a business trip.
Oh,
we
dang.
lived in Sacramento the last year that we were there, the last 2 years, and we were next to the city of Paradise that burned down, and that just got way too close for us. That was like 8 years ago. It was an entire city, millions of homes destroyed, tons of deaths. Like, it was horrible. It felt like it was very apocalyptic. Like,
Yeah.
I was an hour away from that, and we would go outside and the skies were like completely gray and pink. Like, we would have to drive an hour away like every other day just to go get like fresh air. And it was just like, yeah, it's time to go back to the East Coast. So we're back here.
I don't blame
now.
you. That's scary stuff.
All right, let's do some silly
lighten
questions.
it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, silly questions. Go ahead, Max. You first.
What's the most embarrassing song on your playlist that you defend to the death, and what does it say about you?
My playlist is so random, but I'd probably say Alan
Let the dogs out.
Jackson. No, it's worse. Alan Jackson. I'm trying to think of what the name of the song is. Is it Way Down Yonder or is it
Way down yonder in the hokey pokey.
No, I'm gonna have to look it up because it is. I grew up in the South, so my taste in music really is all over the board, but I still have like those country Southern roots.
Okay.
Did
Okay.
Alan Jackson does the yeah, don't be falling in love as she's walking away.
It's Chattahoochee.
Chattahoochee, yeah, I got it pretty close.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's like
That's
way
a good
down yonder
song
on a
though. How's that embarrassing?
Chattahoochee. Because like it's a song that I don't know. It's probably
Well, people just
when you
hate on
look at
country,
me.
don't they? People just say country.
That is a big thing. Like people outside of the South like hate on it so much, and I'm like, look, I will listen to Lil Wayne, I will listen to rock, I listen to metal, I will listen to Alan Jackson. I truly do listen to everything. I have like my decades playlist as well. Like my Spotify is very organized. It's like 60s, 70s, 80s, and then like it gets to the 90s and it's just all mixed in. But country is probably the most surprising for me. I think most people would, even with knowing that I live in the South, they probably would assume that I don't listen to country music.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it.
I've got
Something
a
about
Spotify
that banjo.
playlist. I've got a Spotify playlist recommendation for you. I'm trying to remember. Hold on. It's songs from 90s grocery stores or something like that. Hold on. What is
Sounds
it?
like it slaps.
It's like I can't find the exact one, but it's something like songs you listen to in the 90s in a grocery store. It's like super specific, but like every song, it's like, oh yeah, I would have been listening to that in the 90s in a grocery store.
Fun fact, there is a Hamburger Helper rap Spotify playlist from some rappers.
Nice.
This was a campaign a few years ago, like way long ago, actually. Probably from your college days, because that's what they put out to target college kids.
If you were
Somebody
a
sent it
hamburger
to me.
helper, if you were a hamburger helper flavor, which one would you be? And what does that say about you?
Beef stroganoff, it's the goat.
The goat. You the goat.
Goat.
Mhm.
Beef stroganoff. Are you okay over there, Danny? Are you flying the airplane? You have any questions?
Just trying to land this thing safely. I got a lot of people I have to.
We should play Airplane Simulator, Daniel. Like that'd be fun.
That would be pretty fun. Is that co-op? Can
I
you
don't
play
know.
that together?
I don't know.
I'd be down.
Anything's co-op if you try hard enough.
If you both are you hold one half of the controller with one hand and you hold the other half, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you could declare one completely useless holiday, what would it celebrate?
I gotta watch my words with this one.
No, you don't. No, we have millions of viewers, so maybe you do need to.
I'm trying to think of all the national days or all the silly like holidays. I don't know, like New Year's Day for one. It just, I don't know.
Yeah, why is that
I'm a
not
Christmas,
a holiday?
Halloween
That needs to
person.
be a
Like
holiday.
I want like a real holiday that I can like decorate my house and my yard for, and I feel like that's a useless one. It's like it's the start of a new year. Great.
What decorations would you put up for New Year's Day if there were decorations? What would they be?
Oh, probably a giant inflatable disco ball.
And then like the
I like
year
that.
just spelled out.
Yeah. Like we're big decorators. I've won awards in my neighborhood. Okay?
That's crazy.
Oh, the HOA from the HOA?
No HOA, but we do have
Smart.
crazy decorating contests every year. And last year we won a trophy for craziest inflatables because I have like 30 that I put up.
Was it just like 20 Nic Cages on your lawn?
No, sadly, I have not found an inflatable one yet, but he does go in the window at the holidays with like the Christmas candles, like these LED lights in front of him. And we've also got one of Clark Griswold. He goes in the opposite window as Nick.
That's what's up. My dad has a John Wayne cutout, and it scares me every time I go over there.
I'm so disappointed. I Googled inflatable Nic Cage. Actually, I Yahoo'd it because my search engine is corrupted or something. But there are no inflatable Nic Cages out there. That is very sad.
Maybe we need to
Yeah,
make
there's
one on chit.com.
Yeah.
Take my money.
One
I'm
sale.
either
get
buying
20
it or
orders.
someone will gift it to me. I guarantee. Like, it has become like a competition for them to like scour the internet and find items that I do not own yet.
Yeah, Nic Cage
I'm
had some
gonna
good
open up
memes in
an-
like 2015.
Yeah.
I'm going to open up a
He's
Nic
got
Cage
some-
store just to take money from your family.
Call it nationaltreasures.com.
Yeah,
National treasures.
Fire name right there.
Mm-hmm.
that's perfect.
They
So
have
I'm like,
little
if I
replica.
ever got the chance, I would pitch him to be his social media manager and director. He would never do it, but
Yeah, he's probably like, why would I need that?
he doesn't want to. He likes the mystery of being like an old school actor.
All right, let's get to the current events discussion. This will
Excuse
be our
me.
last little segment. What do you think is Travis Swift going to do well this season in the NFL and in the meme community?
They've already blown it out of the water.
I totally
with
want him to
memes.
take her last name. That would be epic.
That would be epic.
It's like Jack White. There's precedent.
Yeah. I don't think she's going to change hers at all. Maybe on paper, but for show, she's definitely not changing it. He's already got the #1 jersey in the NFL. They blew just with her on the podcast, blew so many like stats out of the water. It's the highest viewed like podcast episode ever. The highest like clip on Instagram viewed within 24 hours or something. Their engagement photo broke like the internet. I follow so many marketing like execs who said that they got so many emails about pulling the plug on campaigns that were supposed to launch that day because they knew like it was just gonna get like shattered by Taylor, like nothing mattered. I
say
Go
I
ahead.
honestly couldn't believe how many people were using the photo just like for the randomest things. They'd be like talking about business. It'd be like
Brianna used it for
like
Hamburger Helper.
I did. I knew because again, I'm very reactive. Like I know in marketing, I'm like, I'm on it. I like screenshotted that in a second, and like for Travis, I put Hamburger Helper. For Taylor, I put me and threw it up, and immediately got blown up with like engagement. People on like in Slack were laughing about it. Like I shared it with my team. And then I saw everybody else starting to drop it. And you just know in that moment, there's going to be so much fun engagement. Like, I truly am a Swiftie because I, like, as a fellow 1989er, I'm like, I feel like it's in my DNA. I'm supposed to be. And I am obsessed with her marketing and what they do. And I'm with the, like, crazy Swifties of being Delulu. I think she is going to perform at the Super Bowl this year. I think he's going to win, and I think he might do one more year and maybe retire. And
Well, we've
off
got a
into the
big
sunset.
announcement. We've been waiting for this episode, but we actually have Taylor Swift on our next episode. She's our next guest.
Amazing.
Our next
So-
guest.
I will
Stay tuned.
sit on mute. I would love to be there.
She's going
Swift.
from one hit podcast to the other hit podcast.
That's right.
Swifties spread the word.
So
Spread it like
my
wildfire.
wife's
They will.
my wife's a teacher, and this is a hot topic of debate. What do you think about the 10 Commandments in the Texas schools?
Is that just Texas? Don't they do it in other states too?
They did it in Louisiana
They
too,
do
but
it in
then it got
others.
declared unconstitutional.
My comment will be if your state doesn't rank high in education, maybe that should be the focus.
Hey, we're doing good.
That
We're like
is
right at the
just-
middle.
We done
Hey,
good.
I grew up in the South. I went to the public schools.
We done
I'm standing behind my
went to school
statement.
in Texas. All three of us did.
I went to middle school in the state of Alabama. So that's my comment. I'm standing behind it.
Yeah, focus up. That's what I would say. Focus up.
Yeah, focus on just getting people to read the 10 Commandments. Maybe start
All
there.
right, we're gonna end on a very sad question. We're gonna ask you, what do you think about ChatGPT instructing the kids on how to commit suicide?
I actually had a very serious conversation about this a few days ago. Like, I am someone that I love humor, I love satire, but when it comes to mental health, that is something I take very serious.
Yeah,
I think with technology and how advanced we are, there should have been proper things put in place to flag any kind of conversation, any kind of questions that these machines are being asked.
absolutely. Come
My
on.
heart goes out to the family that went through that. I think it's heartbreaking. But I do think these tech companies need some more accountability. I do think
They
they owe the
absolutely do.
parents
Yeah,
so much, just because it's like, how can you even put a dollar amount on their child's life? Like, that's the number
that's
one cardinal
impossible. If you're a
rule.
juror in that, you can't do it.
The rule was broken
Yeah,
at the end of the day. Like, they
the
lost
rule.
their
Yeah,
kid, and that's it. I do think AI can be used a lot for good, but I think that they really underestimated the amount of people that were going to use it for mental health. And I think that really opens up
yeah.
a bigger conversation about the reality of what mental health looks like, at least in this country, is that we are turning to AI for help and support in this, because either you're missing it in real life or you're too scared to even talk about it, which is a very big thing.
Can't afford it.
Or
Yeah,
can't afford it, don't have it. Like, it is a privilege. Like, having access to anything regarding mental health is a huge privilege.
it really is. Like those are two of the big topics that we talked about today, is access to good food, like Hamburger Helper kind of bridging the gap there, and then access to, good mental health. And, you see this stuff, like you see Travis and Taylor having these wonderful moments, and you're like, why can't that be me? Why can't I, have those kind of moments, or, go viral like that? But, like that's people's highlight reel. You can't compare your everyday life to other people's highlight reel.
Yeah. And I joke a lot about the Hamburger Helper stuff, but and I guess, like, this is where I can do a better job too of, like, why I talk about it so much, because I do have a lot of, like, serious mental health conversations in my DMs with people.
Yeah.
But I want to normalize the conversation, because right now that $3 box that so many people crap on and are like, it's not a gourmet meal, the ingredients, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, the people that really are, it's like, not even the target audience for their advertising. I'm not talking about that. The people who are literally only able to go to the store and maybe buy $20 to $30 worth of groceries for the week for their family, those $2 boxes are saving their lives right now. Like, it's keeping them fed. And I think I have been able to normalize it where they feel comfortable coming to me. Like, I've
Yeah, you're
gotten
making
a
it
lot
cool.
of DMs where they don't feel shamed that they're eating it. Like, they don't feel like it's like, oh, I can't even talk about, like, I'm eating this or I'm going to get made fun of. It's like, no, like, you're cool if you're eating this. I don't care. Like, we don't have to talk about why you're eating it. But now we've created this, like, community where it's like, you're eating it, that's fine. Like, there's no judgment here. And my backstory of, like, being raised with a single mom who was raising 3 girls, like, she worked all the time, and sometimes that really was, like, the thing that was keeping us fed. And I remember that, and I will never forget that. That's ingrained in my brain. And I'm so happy to be a part of those conversations right now, where I am seeing the real impact, like the serious side of this, of people being like, this is what I could afford this week. I like, thank you so much for making content around this, because I don't feel shame in posting that I'm eating this right now, because people are loving posting about this again because of what you're doing. And I'm like, yeah, the people who are like, I've had 2 people that I've blocked over it just because they're like, your content makes me so angry. And I'm like, I don't understand why you're here. If you're angry, if this $2 box is triggering you, this content's not for you. If you're mad about the ingredients and everything else, that tells me that you're privileged enough to care about that.
Yeah, there's
And
always haters
that's-
out there, which is just
Yeah, they're
It's
hamburger haters instead of
crazy.
helpers.
Even I've got haters.
right. Hamburger hater. Don't be a hamburger hater. Be a hamburger helper. That's the
Like your
theme of
mom
this
raised you to
episode.
be.
Some words of wisdom right there.
Mhm. I have used that many times in my content, and that kind of like lets people know, like, if you don't like it, don't come in here and post about it. But because I do have a lot of people who really are like struggling right now, and that's at least something that they can focus on. That's like, it's making them feel like they're a part of a fun community where they're like, no, I'm doing okay. It's okay. So that's kind of like my more serious take on it.
Speaking of hamburger haters, I learned that Max has only had like 2 hamburgers in his whole life, and he does not like mustard. Tell us about that, Max.
I hate
Final
mustard.
closing thoughts. Why you got to be hating on hamburgers?
It's just the look of it, the texture of it, the smell of it, the everything to do with hamburgers and mustard. I hate it. It I don't know. I and not hamburger helper, but hamburgers. I can't eat a hamburger and I can't eat mustard. And if I see somebody eating mustard, I'm like I kind of cringe. It's just I don't know. I need to talk to my therapist.
I think so. My flabbers have been gasted because that is, I feel like, un-American. There is nothing better than a good old burger with some mustard and pickles.
Is it beef in general, or is it just hamburgers?
No, and I love nachos. Like that's the weird part. I just can't get over hamburgers. I don't know why. I can't get over the hump.
All right. Well, Briana, do you have any closing thoughts? Tell us your pitch. Go check out the yappergazette.com and your book.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of that's where I'm at right now. Check out the website, check out the ebook. Send me funny DMs.
Get ready to get blasted if you do.
And you spell her last name Brugh, like brew.
Yeah.
Brew. Papa
A
Bruce.
cup of coffee.
Alright. Well, thank you for joining us, Briana.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And for any of our listeners out there, we're trying to get you more engaged. So if you have any questions, comments, or things you'd like us to talk about in the next episode, please let us know.
Tell us your
All
favorite
right.
hamburger helper flavor in the comments.
All right, ending the
Or best
recording.
Nic Cage
Like we might
movie.
need to wait a little while for the upload. I don't know if everybody's uploaded, but we're gonna end the recording. So thank you, and we are done.
Thank you.